There are a lot of memorable characters that you meet when you work for the Department of Corrections. I think probably one of the most memorable people that I remember is the first inmate that I ran into at Chillicothe. He had escaped and had been out for 18 years and had been arrested in California and extradited back to Ohio to finish his term. And he was a huge old white inmate who looked a little bit like Mr. Clean. And he was finally going to get out, and he had just gotten his GED. And he came and he stood in front of me and he said, "Teacher," because I don't think they knew you had names, they just knew you as teacher. And he was crying. And he showed me his score that he passed his GED, and he said, "You know, this is the first thing I've ever done that was legitimate, that my family can be proud of." And so, you know, I remember him. As far as staff goes, I think I probably remember, or will always remember, Bill Dahlman and Harry Russell. Harry because he probably hung up on me more than anybody else when I was at the academy and trying to get staff to come down here. And Bill Dahlman because we had some differences, and we both argued strongly for our opinion or our side, but we managed to make it through, and I consider both of them to be friends.
Did you have a mentor?
I think I did. Actually, I think I had two. I think one of mine was Jack Littlefield, and that was because when they were looking for somebody to go to training for the very first correctional supervision class that was held at the Ohio Peace Officers Training Academy, Jack suggested that I might be the person to go, and was always very supportive and gave me some opportunities when I was a teacher and then a guidance counselor who worked for him at the school. And the other one, I guess, would have to be Gary Moore, because Gary said that he really thought I could be a deputy at a time when I thought being a school principal was just about as much as I ever needed to be. And in those days, when I hired in as a school teacher, they told me that if I worked hard, I could be a principal in 10 years. And in 10 years, I had been a school teacher, a guidance counselor, a principal, a deputy warden, and superintendent of the academy. So I think Gary was one of the two people that really kind of took a big leap of faith in an existential kind of way, and gave me some opportunities.